Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Watch the ship. Kill. Watch.
On 2nd and 2, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Off to Geis on the screen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Haskins on 3rd down. And this one complete to Reed. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Cardinals' 16-yard line.
Let's go now. 51, 15 on it. 15 on it. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Cut up. Jump.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins out to the left here to Reed. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Looking to throw, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Hopkins' kick is good, and it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They fake the handoff. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. This is Geis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Touchdown, defense. 36,
On the carry, it's Button. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First down, Redskins.
Check 13. Check 13.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. A nice little juke. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. On second down now, it's Moss. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Dancing to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Play action. Now it's Murray. Going deep for Walker. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 76 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level. level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They don't want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Moss able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play fake, Murray. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. And he's going to go down again. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They start on the ground with Geis, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Haskins, 3rd and long from his end zone. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
We play to win. Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a second. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
At the 46-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
You better be afraid of me.
Now Murray throwing on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Being chased out left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. Gonzalez's kick is good. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
And the Redskin first down.
Ready. I'm scared. No.
On first down, this is Geis. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 47-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Haskins to throw on second down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight straight.
From the 36, Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Murray steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. They'll run on 1st down. It's Moss. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Landon Collins. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 10 at the 1-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous. Tighten up, tighten up.
Oh, a quarterback sneak on 2nd down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. This time, Haskins will look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Check 43.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 39 yards there, a big one.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you... And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead. Right, you take a good look up there, and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Murray has the 1st down and more. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him now?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Redskins' 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, man, watch the boots.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
First down, Redskins.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Rush in. Check it out,
Now Haskins on 1st down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Haskins gets this to Reed. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st down, Redskins.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the gun, Geis. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get... And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2.
Check safety.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Buddy up. 56 is the mic. Hey, here I come.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. To throw, it's Murray. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Murray fighting, lost the football. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 3rd and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And down inside the 15 he goes. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Throwing now is Murray. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tried to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
They are on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. On the ground, it's Geis. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Back to the ground on 1st, it's Geis. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
56, the mic, boys, 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Focus, defense, focus. Check 37, check 37. 66, pull it, pass. 56.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it?